Greetings, dear friends and fellow seekers of truth. Today, we delve into a mystery that has captivated the hearts of believers for over a century, the third secret of Fatima. This enigmatic secret, still shrouded in secrecy, carries within it a message of divine urgency, calling us to awaken our hearts and minds to the spiritual truth that transcends time and history. Its revelations possess the power to shape our understanding of faith, urging us to reflect on the divine plan that guides humanity through trials and triumphs alike. The story of Fatima began in 1917, amidst the serene hills of Portugal, during a period of great turmoil. On October 13th of that year, three humble shepherd children, Lucia dos Santos, Francisco, and Jacinta Marto, witnessed the miraculous appearance of the Virgin Mary. This celestial visitation, marking the culmination of a series of apparitions, bestowed upon them three divine secrets, messages that would echo across generations. The first secret, which Lucia revealed, painted a terrifying vision of hell, a stark reminder of the eternal consequences of sin. In vivid imagery, the children saw wailing souls engulfed in flames, their suffering a warning about the gravity of sin and the necessity of repentance. It was a powerful call to turn away from wickedness and embrace the path of salvation. The second secret, revealed in two parts, offered a prophetic glimpse into the future. It foretold the devastating impact of war and the rise of atheistic ideologies, which would ravage nations and hearts alike. The Virgin Mary's message was a call to prayer, to consecration, and to the conversion of souls. She urged humanity to seek refuge in her Immaculate Heart, to shield ourselves from the spiritual darkness that threatened to engulf the world. As the years passed, Lucia, who survived her companions, carried the weight of these revelations, living through a time of great suffering and hardship. Francisco and Jacinta were taken by illness, leaving Lucia to witness the unfolding of the prophecies alone. Yet, despite her loneliness and the deep burden she carried, Lucia remained faithful, her heart anchored in the truth of the messages she had received. But it was the third secret of Fatima that remained veiled in mystery for many years. Its contents became the subject of intense speculation and intrigue. Was it a prediction of an apocalyptic event, or did it contain deeper, hidden meanings that only a few could fully understand? For decades, the Church held back the full revelation, leading to many theories. Some believed it foretold an assassination attempt, while others suggested it was a warning of internal conflicts within the Church itself. Whatever the nature of the third secret, one thing remains certain: it speaks to the urgency of our spiritual preparation. It calls us to recognize the signs of the times and to turn back to God with full repentance. The Virgin Mary's message, though veiled in mystery, is a plea for us to understand the gravity of our choices and the need for faith and unity in the face of spiritual trials. As we reflect on the third secret and the profound messages given to the children of Fatima, let us be reminded of our collective responsibility to seek holiness, to turn away from the forces of evil, and to consecrate our lives to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. The world may be in chaos, but through prayer, repentance, and the light of divine love, we can navigate the stormy waters ahead. Let us embrace the message of Fatima, trusting that the Virgin Mary will guide and protect us as we walk the path of faith, hope, and love. The prophecy of Fatima was unveiled in two significant parts, each carrying a message that resonated through time, urging humanity to take heed. The first part foretold a devastating war, widely believed to be a prophecy of World War II. This ominous prediction set the stage for the urgent call to action that would follow. The second part of the secret called for a consecration of Russia to the Immaculate Heart of Mary to prevent the escalation of this war and the spread of atheistic communism that would destabilize the world. In the years leading up to these extraordinary revelations, an unusual light, a radiant aurora borealis, was seen in Europe in January 1938. Some scholars linked this event to the prophecy, interpreting it as a celestial sign heralding the coming turmoil. Sister Lucia, one of the three visionaries, believed it to be an omen of the impending catastrophe. However, as with many aspects of this mystery, interpretations varied, leaving the full significance open to debate. The Virgin Mary's message to consecrate Russia and call for its conversion to Christianity was a plea for mercy, a divine intervention to prevent the spread of darkness and destruction. Yet, tragically, shortly after these prophetic events, Francisco and Jacinta, two of the visionaries, succumbed to the Spanish flu, leaving Lucia as the sole remaining witness to the secrets bestowed upon her by the Mother of God. Lucia's life became a testament to her devotion, as she chose a path of deep religious service, becoming the keeper of one of the most profound and enigmatic revelations of the 20th century. For years, Sister Lucia bore the heavy weight of this divine revelation, locked in solitude as she meditated on the meaning of the messages. She understood the immense responsibility placed upon her, and those who knew the truth of these secrets. Figures like exorcist Gabriela Morth, Pope St. Pius X, and Father Malakia Martin spoke of their urgency. They sounded the alarm, attempting to awaken indifferent souls to the importance of spiritual awakening, urging humanity to respond before it was too late. The mystery of the third secret of Fatima, however, would not be easily solved. The Vatican kept it sealed, and speculation swirled for decades about its contents. Some believed it foretold the failed assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II, while others believed it pointed to a larger, more ominous vision. Pope Benedict XVI famously warned that it would be a mistake to assume the prophetic message of Fatima was fully realized, suggesting that there may be more to the prophecy than what was publicly revealed. This statement left many wondering, what part of the prophecy remains unfulfilled, and what does it mean for the future? The delay in revealing the third secret, which the Virgin Mary herself had urged be disclosed by 1960, only deepened the intrigue. Why, many asked, was this secret withheld until the dawn of the new millennium? Theories abound, some suggesting the secret contained revelations of apostasy and infiltration within the Catholic Church, shocking insights that would unsettle even the most devout believers. When the Vatican released the public text of the third secret in 2000, it alluded to dark themes, but it was only part of the story. A supplementary document, reportedly written by Sister Lucia herself, offered more disturbing revelations, including a reference to a false pope and a shadow that loomed over the church. These words ignited intense debate among scholars and the faithful alike, as they speculated about the full meaning of what Lucia had seen. It is believed that there are two documents that make up the third secret: the 4-page text released by the Vatican and a single-page document, still hidden, that may contain the direct words of the Virgin Mary to Sister Lucia. The layers of this prophecy continue to unfold, challenging believers to reflect on the messages of Fatima. It is a divine call to repentance, to spiritual vigilance, and to the understanding that the fate of humanity rests not just in the hands of the faithful, but in our collective response to God's calls for conversion and renewal. What lies hidden in the unspoken words of the Virgin's message? Only time will reveal the full truth. The third secret of Fatima has sparked decades of speculation and various interpretations, its mysterious content captivating the faithful and scholars alike. One of the most well-known aspects of the secret is the vision of a bishop dressed in white who is struck by gunfire, an image that many have connected with the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II on May 13, 1981. While this association is widely discussed, it is important to remember that the secret's meaning extends far beyond this singular event. The Vatican, acknowledging the potential connection to the attempted assassination, urges the faithful to consider the third secret from a broader perspective. This vision is not merely about an isolated attack on one individual, but serves as a symbol of the Church's suffering in a world increasingly hostile to the faith. The true depth of the vision calls us to reflect on the martyrdom of the Church as a whole, suffering not only from physical persecution, but also from spiritual trials and challenges in the modern world. This perspective shifts the focus from a single event to a more profound meditation on faith, sacrifice, and spiritual resilience. The bishop dressed in white, falling under gunfire, symbolizes not just the Pope, but the Church's ongoing struggle. It points to the universal truth that the Church is often attacked, but it continues to stand firm because it is rooted in divine truth, grace, and providence. The vision hints at a critical fracture within the Church, suggesting the rise of a final Pope, who may usher in a time of unprecedented trial and testing for both the Vatican and the entire world. Some interpretations even hint at the emergence of a controversial figure, an Antichrist Pope, not to create division, but to provoke. A deeper reflection on the essence of authentic spirituality. This figure represents the ultimate challenge to the Church's faith, forcing the faithful to confront their convictions and renew their commitment to the sacred. Yet, amid the darkness and uncertainty, the light of hope shines brighter. The words of Jesus to Peter, "You are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it," Matthew 16, verse 18, stand as an immutable truth. No matter how severe the trials or how deep the suffering, the Church will endure because it is founded on the rock of faith. The divine promise ensures that, even in the face of adversity, the Church's mission will continue, and God's will ultimately triumph. The apparitions at Fatima were not just a call to witness the divine, they were a call to action. The Virgin Mary instructed the children to build a chapel in her honor and urged the faithful to pray the Rosary daily, to seek divine protection from persecution and war. These instructions have endured through the centuries, as the miracle of the sun on October 13, 1917, confirmed the truth of Mary's message. The event was witnessed by over 70,000 people, all of whom saw the sun dance in the sky, a miraculous sign that left an indelible mark on the faith of those present. Since then, Fatima has become an international pilgrimage site, and the small chapel where the children prayed has grown into the sanctuary of Fatima, a spiritual beacon drawing millions of faithful from across the world. These pilgrims come seeking peace, seeking refuge in the protection of Our Lady, and meditating on the profound messages delivered to the three shepherds. The sanctuary stands as a testament to the power of faith and devotion, where countless prayers for world peace are offered, and the message of Fatima continues to resonate deeply with those who seek the light of God. Even as time passes, the devotion to Our Lady of Fatima and the practice of the Rosary remain central to the lives of millions of Catholics. The shepherd children, humble in their poverty and devotion, understood that the restoration of a lost world, disoriented and desperate, depends on adhering to Mary's message. The Rosary, in particular, serves as a spiritual weapon, a daily reminder to pray for the strength to endure the challenges of life and to trust in the protection of the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Today, we are called to respond to Fatima's message with renewed faith, to heed the call to prayer, and to make our homes and our hearts places of refuge and holiness. Just as the children of Fatima showed us how to remain faithful in the face of adversity, so too must we remain steadfast in our commitment to prayer and spiritual preparation, for we do not know the fullness of the trials that may lie ahead. What we do know is that through our prayers, our devotion to the Rosary, and our trust in the protection of Our Lady, we will find peace and strength, even in the most trying times. As we close this reflection, let us remember the promise of Fatima. Hope, faith, and prayer are our guiding lights, and the Virgin Mary's intercession is our safeguard. May we remain faithful to the messages given to the shepherds and continue to pray for the conversion of sinners, the sanctification of our lives, and the triumph of the Immaculate Heart in our world. May the Blessed Mother continue to guide us on this journey, and may the peace of Christ fill our hearts always. Thank you for staying with us to the end of this message. We would love to hear your thoughts and reflections on today's topic. Please leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to receive notifications whenever we release new content. May God bless you abundantly.